Have you ever stopped to consider that being excessively nice might actually be a stumbling block in your relationships? Today, we'll dive deep into the nice guy conundrum. These men often consider themselves the ideal partners, the kind every woman supposedly desires. But is simply being nice enough to stand out, or does this mindset actually hinder their chances more than the so-called jerks they often criticize? In this discussion, we'll unpack a fascinating concept rooted in ancient Stoicism, which may just revolutionize the way you interact with women. Stoicism, a philosophy built on the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation, challenges us to reconsider our approach to being the nice guy. We'll explore how being overly agreeable can sometimes lead to a lack of genuine connection and respect. By applying Stoic principles, you can cultivate a more balanced approach where your actions are not just about being nice, but about being wise and just. This shift not only improves your relationships, but also aligns you more closely with your core values, leading to a more fulfilling life. So, whether you've felt overlooked despite your niceness, or you're simply curious about enhancing your interpersonal dynamics through Stoicism, this video is for you. Make sure to hit that like button if you find these insights helpful, subscribe to stay updated with more wisdom-packed content, and share this video with friends who might also benefit from a Stoic approach to relationships. Now, let's begin. 1. Being nice isn't everything. Many nice guys fall into the trap of believing that their kindness should automatically earn them a romantic relationship. This belief, while well-intentioned, often leads to disappointment. Stoicism teaches us that we should act virtuously without expecting a specific outcome. While being respectful and well-mannered is great, it rarely guarantees romantic interest. Kindness is a wonderful quality, but it alone doesn't spark romance. If you're solely focused on being the nice guy, this might actually work against you. Women may appreciate nice men and enjoy their company, seeing them as great friends and listeners. However, that doesn't necessarily translate into romantic attraction. There's no romantic thrill in just being nice. It doesn't build the tension or chemistry needed for a romantic connection. Remember, being nice shouldn't come with the expectation of romance. Thinking otherwise can seem unattractive or even manipulative. From a Stoic perspective, it's important to remember that your actions should be driven by virtue and integrity, not by the hope of a specific outcome. If you're nice just to win someone over, it raises the question, are you truly kind, or are you using kindness as a strategy? This approach can come across as manipulative and insincere, which is counterproductive to genuine relationships. A Stoic man strives to be kind and virtuous because it's the right thing to do, not because he expects a reward. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of acting with good intentions regardless of the outcome. When you apply this to your interactions with women, it means being kind and respectful without expecting anything in return. True kindness is selfless and doesn't come with strings attached. Many nice guys find themselves repeatedly overlooked because they wait for their kindness to be rewarded, but it seldom is. Instead of focusing solely on being nice, try to develop other qualities that contribute to a well-rounded character. Confidence, assertiveness, and a sense of purpose are attractive traits that can complement your kindness and make you more appealing. For example, if you're interested in someone and you always go out of your way to do nice things for her, like buying her coffee or helping with her projects, while she might appreciate your gestures, if you never express your own desires or show any romantic interest, she may never see you as more than a friend. On the other hand, if you combine your kindness with confidence and make your intentions clear, you create the potential for a deeper connection. In summary, being nice is a good start and can open many doors, but it's not the key to a woman's heart, especially if you expect something in return. Embrace the Stoic philosophy of acting with virtue for its own sake, and focus on becoming a well-rounded individual. This way, your kindness will be genuine, and you'll be more likely to form meaningful and fulfilling relationships. 2. Don't hide who you are. Nice guys often suppress their true selves around women, but this is a mistake that contradicts the principles of Stoicism. As a Stoic, you should strive to live in accordance with your true nature, embracing your authentic self. Imagine how you behave when you're with your friends, lively, confident, sharing your interests, cracking jokes, and enjoying the spotlight. This is when you're being genuine, and it's attractive. However, many nice guys undergo a dramatic change in the presence of someone they find attractive. Suddenly, they try too hard to embody the good guy image, avoiding any behavior that might seem aggressive or selfish. This shift, though well-intentioned, usually backfires. Women can typically tell when someone isn't being genuine. They aren't interested in someone who doesn't show their true personality, who acts too passively, or who tries too hard to please. Women are attracted to authenticity. They want to interact with someone who has engaging things to say, who can laugh, and who isn't afraid to be themselves. Think about the last time you went out with a group of friends and how effortlessly the conversation flowed. You joked around, shared your thoughts without filtering them, and didn't worry about impressing anyone. Now compare that to a situation where you were on a date and felt the need to agree with everything the other person said, or avoided talking about your interests because you feared they might not find them interesting. The latter situation is draining and unsustainable. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, reminds us in his Meditations to be true to ourselves and not to pretend to be something we are not. He wrote, "Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect." This advice applies to all areas of life, including relationships. When you hide your true self, you lose respect for yourself and create a foundation of dishonesty in any potential relationship. So instead of molding yourself to fit a certain image, just be yourself. If she doesn't appreciate you for who you are, then it probably wasn't meant to be. But you're more likely to capture attention and form genuine connections when you stop dimming your personality. Embrace your individuality, stay true to your principles, and let your authentic self shine through. This approach is not only more attractive, but also more sustainable and fulfilling in the long run. 3. Don't just wait for a chance. Are you always letting her make the decisions? Do you find yourself waiting for your crush to notice you and make the first move? This is a common mistake among nice guys. They invest a lot of time and effort into someone they like, then sit back and hope she will initiate something. However, most women appreciate someone who takes the lead. If you're interested in someone, you need to show it by being confident and straightforward. Let's face it, if you're always on the sidelines waiting for her to make the first move, you might never get noticed. Confidence is attractive, and showing that you can take charge of the situation reflects a strong, appealing character. Imagine a scenario where you've been admiring a woman from afar. You think about her constantly and try to be around her, hoping she'll see your value and make the first move. But here's the thing, you're putting your happiness in someone else's hands. This isn't just about dating, it's about taking control of your life. The Stoics believed in taking responsibility for our actions and not leaving things to chance. Don't relegate yourself to the background in your relationships. You won't get anywhere by just waiting on the sidelines. Be proactive. Take the initiative. Even if things don't work out, at least you'll know you gave it your best shot. The fear of rejection can be paralyzing, but remember that inaction is the real enemy. By taking the initiative, you're not only showing your interest, but also demonstrating your willingness to take risks for what you desire. Every time you step up, you're practicing resilience and courage, crucial traits for personal growth. If you're at a party and you see someone you're interested in, Don't just stand in the corner hoping she'll come talk to you. Approach her with confidence, introduce yourself, and start a conversation. This isn't about being aggressive, it's about showing genuine interest and taking control of your destiny. The Stoics taught that we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. You can control your actions and decisions, but you can't control how someone else will respond. By taking the initiative, you're practicing self-reliance and courage, both key aspects of Stoic philosophy. This mindset not only applies to romantic pursuits, but to all areas of life. Every time you take the initiative, you are reinforcing your agency and reducing the anxiety that comes from uncertainty. Even if the outcome isn't what you hoped for, you've gained the experience and grown stronger in your resolve to live a life true to your principles. Remember, being a nice guy doesn't mean being passive. It means being respectful and kind, but also strong and assertive when it comes to your own life. So next time, don't wait for a chance. Create one. Show your interest, take the lead, and embrace the Stoic virtue of courage. Even if the outcome isn't what you hoped for, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing you lived according to your values and took control of your own path. Living a life of integrity and courage means stepping out of your comfort zone and taking bold steps toward your goals. Each time you act with intention, you're building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. 4. Avoid falling too quickly. Do you find yourself instantly attracted to every good-looking woman you meet? This is a common pitfall, especially for nice guys, and it can lead to disappointment and frustration. Nice guys often commit too deeply too soon. They get caught up in the excitement of meeting someone attractive and commit before really knowing the person. But the truth is, most women might not be the right match for you. When searching for a partner, it's likely that 99% of women won't gel with your personality. Yet many men focus primarily on a woman's looks at the start. Nice guys often fall into this trap because desperation can cloud judgment. When you're desperate for a relationship, you might fall for just about anyone. However, women aren't usually attracted to men who are quick to fall in love. They meet plenty of such men, so it's nothing unique. Instead, women are drawn to men who maintain some distance, who aren't immediately captivated by their beauty. These men don't rush to compliment excessively or do countless favors. Instead of trying to win her over quickly, they let women come to them. So hold back a bit. Just because someone is physically attractive doesn't mean they're right for you or even worth pursuing. By distinguishing between romantic interest and mere physical attraction, you'll have a better chance of building genuine connections. Let's connect this with Stoic principles. The Stoics teach us to practice self-control and to be cautious of our initial impressions. When you meet someone attractive, it's easy to get swept away by emotions and excitement. But a Stoic would advise you to take a step back and evaluate the situation rationally. Are you really interested in this person for who they are? Or are you just reacting to their looks? For example, you meet a woman at a party. She's stunning and immediately catches your eye. Instead of jumping in and trying to impress her with compliments and favors, take a different approach. Engage in a meaningful conversation. Ask her about her interests and values and see if they align with yours. Show genuine curiosity about her as a person, not just as an object of desire. This not only sets you apart from the countless men who fall head over heels too quickly, but also gives you the chance to build a connection based on mutual respect and understanding. By slowing down and practicing self-control, you'll be able to make better decisions and form healthier relationships. Remember, true attraction goes beyond physical appearance. It's about finding someone who shares your values and who can walk alongside you on your journey of personal growth. So the next time you find yourself drawn to someone's looks, channel your inner Stoic and take a moment to reflect. By doing so, you'll be on the path to building more meaningful and lasting connections. 5. Don't just tick boxes. Have you ever asked a woman exactly what she's looking for in a partner? She might mention wanting someone sensitive, a good listener, or supportive. It's easy for nice guys to hear this and try to become exactly that, molding themselves into the perfect image of sensitivity and attentiveness that they think women desire. However, women often share only part of what they're truly looking for. They might not articulate the need for chemistry, excitement, or the feeling of being challenged, because these are more intuitive desires. So while you're busy ticking off the boxes of being the perfect listener or the most considerate friend, you might be missing out on the deeper connection that sparks real attraction. While they might value kindness and sensitivity, initial attraction is vital. Women are drawn to someone who sparks romantic interest, makes them laugh, and carries an air of intelligence and confidence. Imagine a man who listens intently, remembers every detail, and is always available. While these are admirable qualities, they don't necessarily create a spark. Women want to feel a connection that goes beyond mere kindness. They want excitement, challenge, and a bit of unpredictability. In Stoicism, it's important to be true to oneself and to live in accordance with nature and reason. Applying this to relationships, stop trying to mold yourself into a checklist of traits you think will make you more attractive. Instead, focus on being your authentic self. If you're naturally caring, let that shine, but also show your other qualities, your passions, your humor, and your confidence. A Stoic understands that inner virtue and authenticity are more attractive than any facade. Trying to fit into someone else's ideal is not only exhausting, but also unsustainable. Instead of just listening and nodding during a conversation, share your thoughts and opinions confidently. Show that you have your own perspective and that you're not afraid to express it. This doesn't mean being rude or dismissive, it means being authentic and engaging. Laugh, tease playfully, and bring a sense of fun into your interactions. When you engage with genuine interest and enthusiasm, it shows that you're confident in who you are. Women appreciate a man who is comfortable in his own skin, who doesn't just try to please, but also challenges and excites them. So rather than strictly adhering to a checklist of traits, focus on creating a genuine connection and romantic tension. Your best qualities shine brightest when there's already an attraction, allowing her to appreciate you fully in the context of a romantic interest. Remember, a true Stoic man is self-aware and self-assured, not just a nice guy trying to tick all the boxes. If you've journeyed with me this far and are still engaged, I invite you to take a brief pause and comment below with "Stop being nice." This simple act signifies that you genuinely resonate with the message we've been exploring. Your participation means a lot, and it's a testament to your commitment to personal growth. Now let's delve deeper and continue our exploration together. 6. Don't lead with your wallet. Do you believe that showing off your wealth will make you more attractive to women? While it's true that financial stability can be appealing, simply flaunting your money won't win genuine affection. Consider your fancy car as an example. Most women aren't impressed by what you drive. They're more interested in who you are when you step out of it. A luxury car doesn't transform a nice guy into a confident partner. In the Stoic tradition, true confidence and self-worth come from within, not from external possessions. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This means your character and how you carry yourself speak louder than any material possession. Confidence, humility, and self-respect are far more impactful than any display of wealth. Imagine two scenarios. In the first, you pick up a date in your luxury car, flaunting your designer clothes and expensive watch, but you spend the evening talking only about your possessions and achievements. In the second scenario, you drive a modest car, wear simple, well-kept clothes, and engage in meaningful conversation. listening attentively and showing genuine interest in your date's thoughts and feelings. Which one do you think will leave a lasting impression? Using your financial status as a lure can backfire. People will notice, and not in a good way. Women can tell when you're trying to buy their affection, and it can come across as insincere and superficial. Real connections are built on personal qualities, not your bank account. Instead of relying on your wallet, focus on developing your inner virtues, such as integrity, kindness, and resilience. These qualities are the foundation of true attractiveness and will help you form genuine, lasting relationships. So put away the designer labels and stop boasting about your assets. Embrace the Stoic idea that your worth is not determined by what you have, but by who you are. By shifting your focus from material possessions to personal growth, you'll not only become more attractive to women, but also find greater fulfillment and peace of mind in your own life. 7. Avoid waiting for applause. Do you often tell people that you're a nice person? This is a typical error nice guys make. They want others to notice and appreciate their niceness, to see them as different from the bad guys out there. But boasting about being nice only undermines you. Truly nice men don't need to declare themselves as such. They don't look for recognition or rewards for their good behavior, so don't feel let down if women don't applaud your niceness. If you choose to be nice, do it because it's the right thing to do, not because you're expecting something in return. The Stoics believed in doing good for its own sake, not for external validation. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, taught that we should focus on what we can control, our own actions and attitudes, rather than the reactions of others. When you constantly seek applause or approval, you are placing your happiness in the hands of others, something the Stoics advised against. Imagine you go out of your way to help a friend move to a new apartment. You spend your entire weekend lifting heavy furniture and organizing their space. You expect a heartfelt thank you, or maybe some gesture of appreciation. But what if that thank you never comes? If your motivation for helping was to receive praise, you'd feel disappointed, maybe even resentful. But if you helped simply because you believed it was the right thing to do, then the lack of recognition wouldn't affect your inner peace. This applies to how you interact with women as well. If you're nice to a woman hoping she'll see you as better than other men or reward you with her attention and affection, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. True kindness comes from a place of strength and self-assurance, not from a desire for validation. Take Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher who reminded himself to do good without expecting anything in return. He wrote, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." This wisdom teaches us that life is fleeting and our time is better spent doing good for its own sake rather than waiting for applause. So how can you apply this in your daily life? Start by assessing your motivations. When you do something nice, ask yourself why. Are you doing it because you genuinely want to help or because you hope to get something out of it? Practice selflessness by doing good deeds without telling anyone. Let your actions speak for themselves. For example, if you're on a date, don't keep track of how many times you've paid for dinner or done something nice in hopes of getting something in return. Enjoy the moment and focus on being present and genuine. Over time, you'll find that this approach not only aligns with Stoic principles, but also builds true confidence and self-respect. Remember, the essence of Stoicism is to cultivate a virtuous character and live in harmony with nature. By doing good without seeking applause, you free yourself from the chains of external validation and embrace the true power of inner peace and integrity. 8. Don't do too many favors. Do you find yourself always saying yes to whatever a girl asks of you? Are you quick to offer your help even when it inconveniences you? This is a common trap for nice guys. They crave attention and validation, thinking that by doing favors, they'll prove how great they are and earn affection. However, this approach often backfires. Constantly doing favors doesn't actually help your case. Instead, it can make you appear desperate and undervalued. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-respect and personal boundaries. A Stoic man understands that his worth isn't determined by how many favors he does for others. He knows that true respect and affection are earned through character, integrity, and strength of mind. Confident, self-respecting men don't rely on favors to gain affection. They have clear personal boundaries and they stick to them, knowing that their time and energy are valuable. Let's look at an example. Imagine you have a friend named Alex who is always available for his girlfriend, Sarah. Whenever Sarah needs anything, Alex drops everything to help her, whether it's running errands, fixing things around her house, or even canceling his plans to be with her. Alex always says yes. At first, Sarah appreciates Alex's willingness to help, but over time she starts taking his kindness for granted. She doesn't see Alex as a confident, self-respecting man, but rather as someone who's always at her beck and call. Now consider another friend, John. John is also kind and helpful, but he knows when to say no. He has his own priorities and respects his own time. When Sarah asks John for a favor, he evaluates whether he can genuinely help without compromising his own commitments. If he can't, he politely declines and offers to help at a more convenient time. Sarah respects John because he values himself and isn't afraid to set boundaries. Interestingly, being able to say no can actually strengthen a relationship. When you respect yourself and your time, others are more likely to respect you as well. It shows that you have self-worth and aren't willing to be taken advantage of. If you don't value your own time and respect yourself, don't expect her to do so either. In the spirit of Stoicism, remember that your primary duty is to yourself. This doesn't mean being selfish, but rather understanding that your well-being and self-respect come first. By maintaining your boundaries and valuing your own time, you become a stronger, more confident individual. This not only improves your self-respect, but also how others perceive and respect you. So next time you're tempted to say yes to every request, pause and consider whether it's truly in your best interest. By practicing this small act of self-respect, you'll find that your relationships and your sense of self will significantly improve. 9. Don't avoid relationship games. Nice guys often shy away from playing games in relationships, believing that honesty and straightforwardness should be enough. They tend to reject the subtle maneuvers and tests that frequently occur between partners, viewing them as unnecessary or even deceitful. However, the reality is that these interactions, often seen as games, are essential for creating romantic tension and excitement. Both men and women engage in these behaviors, which help to build sexual chemistry and deepen attraction. From a Stoic perspective, it's important to understand that while honesty and integrity are key virtues, navigating the complexities of human relationships often requires a nuanced approach. At the start of any relationship, whether it's light-hearted or serious, there's a bit of a dance involved. Each person tries to measure the other's interest without revealing too much too soon. This dynamic, though it may seem like a game, serves a purpose in gauging compatibility and mutual interest. Imagine a scenario where a man, let's call him John, meets a woman named Emma. John, a nice guy, believes in being open and direct. He immediately expresses his feelings and intentions to Emma, hoping for the same in return. However, Emma, like many people, enjoys the thrill of getting to know someone gradually. She appreciates the subtle cues and the gradual unfolding of interest. By laying everything out too soon, John removes the element of mystery and intrigue, potentially leading to a lack of excitement in the relationship. Stoicism teaches us the importance of balance and moderation. While it's crucial to be genuine and true to oneself, Understanding the social dynamics at play can help in forming deeper, more meaningful connections. By completely sidestepping the aspect of romantic games, nice guys like John might miss out on potential relationships. It's not about being deceitful or manipulative, but rather about recognizing and respecting the natural flow of human interaction. To avoid being seen as dull or overly predictable, it's helpful to embrace the subtle complexities of dating. Engage in the playful banter, enjoy the gradual reveal of interest, and allow the relationship to build its own unique rhythm. This approach doesn't compromise your integrity. Instead, it enhances your ability to connect on a deeper level. So while it would be simpler if interactions were straightforward from the get-go, that lack of mystery can also lead to dullness. Embrace the dance of dating, balancing honesty with the understanding that some degree of playfulness and strategy is part of human nature. In doing so, you not only enhance your romantic prospects, but also develop a richer, more fulfilling connection with your partner. 10. The problem with excuses. Why don't women seem to like you? Nice guys often have a long list of reasons. I'm too short, I'm too skinny, I'm not good looking enough. But these are all incorrect assumptions. Men of all shapes, sizes, and appearances find success in love. Blaming your physical attributes is just an easy way out, a method of shifting responsibility so that it seems like you have no control over your dating life. However, your ability to attract women has more to do with your self-perception and confidence than with any physical trait. The Stoics teach us that we should focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. Your height, build, or looks are largely out of your control. What you can control, however, is your attitude, your confidence, and how you present yourself to the world. This is where true attractiveness lies. Consider the example of a man who, despite not fitting traditional standards of attractiveness, exudes confidence and self-assurance. He walks into a room with his head held high, engages in conversations with genuine interest, and doesn't let his perceived flaws dictate his interactions. This confidence is magnetic and draws people towards him, including women. Stop using your appearance as an excuse and start working on your confidence. This means facing your fears, challenging your negative self-talk, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Practice self-care, develop your interests, and focus on becoming the best version of yourself. When you do this, you will naturally become more attractive, not because of any physical changes, but because of the inner strength and confidence you project. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate our inner virtues. By building your confidence and self-perception, you're not only becoming more attractive to women, but also becoming a stronger, more resilient individual. So let go of the excuses, embrace who you are, and start working on the things you can control. This is the path to true self-improvement and the key to attracting the right kind of people into your life. Let's take a moment to deeply consider what we've learned about the pitfalls of being the nice guy in relationships. Our journey through ancient Stoicism has revealed that virtues like wisdom and justice are pivotal, and that simply being nice, while commendable, might not lead to the romantic outcomes many hope for. Stoicism does not dismiss kindness, but it teaches us to engage in virtuous actions without the expectation of a reward or specific outcome. This philosophical stance encourages us to be authentically ourselves, showing that genuineness and a balanced approach, rather than a facade of niceness, are what truly foster respect and meaningful connection. If today's exploration of balancing genuine kindness with Stoic principles has resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and leave a comment, sharing your thoughts or experiences. Also, be sure to check out the recommended videos on your screen for more discussions on how to apply Stoic wisdom in everyday life. Your engagement helps us grow and continue providing valuable content. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe for more insights on building deeper and more meaningful connections. Stoic.